music to hear. Why hear'st thou music sadly? Sweets with sweets war not. Joy delights in joy. Why lov'st thou that which thou receiv'st not gladly, or else receiv'st with pleasure? Thine annoy. If the true concord of well-tuned sounds by unions married do offend thine ear, they do but sweetly chide thee, who confounds in singleness the parts which thou shouldst bear. Mark how one string, sweet husband to another, strikes each and each by mutual ordering, resembling sire and child and happy mother, who all in one pleasing note do sing, whose speechless song, being many, seeming one, sings this to thee: thou single wilt prove none. Okay, so that was sonnet number 8. That one was really fun. That one I had a lot less difficulty than last week's, which is, I was kind of expected, it was unexpected how much quickly I was able to acclimate myself to the language in this one, because there was some weirdness to it. That I noticed a couple of lines have very downward ending words. Another, mother, gladly, and I think it makes sense given the content, because at the beginning we're talking about, the fair youth is sullen and responds not with gusto and, vibrant, I'm going to go get married and have kids and have an awesome life. It sounds, the way Shakespeare's speaking in the first lines, it's you're pining when you hear music, or you're moping when you hear music. And it reminded me a lot of the beginning of Twelfth Night, If Music Be the Food of Loveplayon. It's I love the music metaphor. This is one of my favorites that he's dealt with so far, because it fits so perfectly, because music has this wonderful power to enhance or magnify emotion. It's not just like uplifting. It's not just, one thing. It can magnify whatever emotion you're feeling. If you just broke up with someone, if you're really sad about something, if you hear a certain song or a certain tune, it can just make it a wave of emotion, as opposed to, it just enhances it. Which is, it's interesting, because then the metaphor of a relationship being like music, where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, where harmony is more than just one melody by one person and another melody by another person. It's something new and better than just a melody. And person A melody and person B melody does not just make new melody, it makes a harmony, it makes something better. And that should be what a relationship is, right? That should be two human beings bringing their own good stuff and making something even better than just two human beings. I think it fits so perfectly with the metaphor of a harmony. And then going a step further with the concept of selfishness and unselfishness with respect to music or performance art, and relating that back to this, forceful argument that Shakespeare's making to that the fair youth needs to have kids. You gotta have kids. It's not just for you. You need to give back to the world. So it's, where someone playing a song by themselves or someone performing something by themselves can be selfish. If it's multiple performers together as a unit, they're all contributing to each other, and then a performance relating to an audience is, for theater, for example, like a play, is taking the audience on a journey, is informing them, is making them think, and both performers and audience leave a performance with more than they entered with. And that concept of, you're a beautiful thing or you're an exceptional thing. I like to lean more into that, as opposed to just straight, superficial beauty. It's like if you're an exceptional human being, say you're super talented or just you have a really good heart or something, it's your responsibility to find another exceptional human being and then have exceptional children and make the world awesome. You know, it's not a selfish thing. It's you're positively influencing the world in that way, and that I think is the root of Shakespeare's argument over the past few sonnets. And the music metaphor is just perfect. So yeah, this one was really great. Yeah, Sonnet 9 next week. I'm curious to see how long this one train kind of goes, because I know they're not all about this subject. All the sonnets are not about this subject. Even like just the Fair Youth sonnets, of which there are over 100. You know, I think it's a really interesting series to look at instead of just one by itself. It's I mean, it's the perfect example of like a scene, a two-person scene of like tactic A, and then this doesn't work, and then I shift to this, and then you go with, trying different metaphors, trying forceful, harsh language versus flowery, beautiful language, and it's been really cool to see that progression, and I'm curious to see where it goes next week. Yeah, so Sonnet 9 next week. Thanks for watching.